Okay, and we're going live on YouTube. Yay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Michelle's Mystic Corner. I'm Michelle, and I have with me my co host today, Dax Carlisle. Hi, Dax. Hi,
Hey, how you doing,
everybody.
Michelle?
Good. How are you doing,
Oh,
Dax?
great. I'm excited. It's a fun Saturday. I have one of my fun shirts on. I wish you guys could see the back. It's actually a fireball shirt.
Oh,
I got it years ago, but on the back it says um no, something like, "No, I see you. I'm just ignoring you." It's so
I
my
love that.
personality. Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
Saturday, everyone. Dan says, "Hey, welcome to the cafe." And I
Yes.
remember when we did the shows with Mary, I used to before we brought back Tarot Today, we were just doing Psychic Saturday, we called it, and we used to always say Happy Psychic Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yes.
we're on the Psychic Talk Radio Network, and it is um and our website is psychic.cafe. So yeah, we should just start doing that. Happy Psychic Saturday. Say that on
Psychic
Saturday.
Saturday. I love it. Yes.
Woo-hoo. Yes, it's a little strange when we start out the shows and there's no intro music.
It really is.
Yeah, people doing lives on YouTube, don't normally have a problem because they're used to just clicking and going live, and it's just them. There's no co-host, so they don't have to coordinate everything. We're a lot different because we're primarily a radio show that we just happen to be live uh video streaming simulcast on YouTube.
Yep.
But Blog Talk is down yet again. There's Ellie. Hi, Ellie. Ellie just
Hi,
came in the
Ellie.
chat. Ellie, would you believe it? And Dan, the Blog Talk is down again. We dialed in to the studio and it said we are having issues with our broadcast system. And it's like,
Try again later.
so no live streaming, no phone lines today. I know I've advertised all over and it has the phone number in the scroll, and everywhere I put out it's like, "Hey, dial into the show." Yeah, we can't today.
No,
Anywho, but we'll get through this. We'll get through this.
we
Oh,
will.
I pulled some cards for um the show, and
Oh,
look at this. I got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Very,
nice.
very cool combination. I was surprised when this showed up. This is a powerful combination. It's a sign of newfound confidence, self-awareness. Really, when this comes up, some of you guys out there, this is going to ring true for you, that you're having a significant turning point in your life. And when these cards come up, they can really help you overcome any difficulties in your life. It's all about tuning into that clarity, sharpness of mind, and all of that leads to significant breakthroughs. Um, you want to prioritize and use critical thinking right now. And also, clear communication is really helpful. Clear communication. Anyway, so that's what I got today. Uh, uh, did you pull some cards?
I did.
What'd you get?
So I pulled the garden and the letter. So with these two cards, we have that we are having a conversation today, and it's all about social networking, which is quite interesting because this is all information that is going to be very valuable and useful today. And
Oh,
we are social networking. We are having a little gathering today. And so it's quite interesting that this is almost telling what is going to happen today on today's show.
that is really cool. Actually, talking about the topic, Pamela Steele just popped in and she says, "Hi, Ellie, Dan. Sorry for the late arrival. I had to go find a Lenormand deck."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't have a
Pamela.
Lenny deck. And by the way, for those that are unfamiliar, Lenormand is a type of deck, just like we have tarot decks, we have oracle decks, angel card decks, which are actually oracle cards anyway. It's just an oracle card. But then there's Lenormand, and there's also what's that other one? Kipler, I think.
Kipper? The Kipper deck?
Kipper. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ciro Marchetti did a Kipper deck as well as a Lenormand and a whole slew of obviously of tarot decks and some oracle decks. Um, but they're all different. And Lenny decks, and by the way, we call them Lenny because it's easier to pronounce than Lenormand, which is French. Say Lenormand, enchanté. You know, it's like okay, they're Lennies.
They're Lenny's.
And Lenny decks are not like Kipper, and Lenny decks are not tarot, and they're not oracle decks either. They actually do have a structure. And you were telling us we had that Michelle's Mystic Corner. Sorry, I'm shuffling here. We had Michelle's Mystic Corner. I don't know if it was the first or the second show back in
I want to say
April.
March, April, one of the
Might have been
two.
April.
Yeah.
And you talked about, the Lenormand deck and what makes it a Lenormand deck, and different ways people read the Lennies. There's, all kinds of different spreads just for Lennies. But I thought, hey, wouldn't it be really cool to go through every card, because there's 36 cards in a traditional Lenormand deck, and Michelle liked the idea too.
Yes.
Pam says, I
Very
have a
much.
few. The one I was looking for is Under the Roses by Kendra, but I couldn't find it. So I guess she grabbed a different Lenny deck. Um,
I
and
used to have Under the Roses. Now my daughter
oh,
has that one.
your daughter has that one. Okay.
I'll get it back from
So
her.
yeah. Dan says, "Howdy, Pamela. You're not late, just making a grand entrance."
That's
It's
right.
true. It's true. We're barely getting started here. No one's late. And it's really quiet out there, but it's great to have
Yes.
Ellie and Pamela joining. Dan's always here, of course, for your show.
Oh, yes.
And I guess co-host, unless you're interviewing somebody. I loved your interview, by the way.
I did too. That was just so much fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
You gotta do some more now.
Yes.
More interviews with people. You could interview Pamela
Mm-hmm.
because she's an author and deck creator and everything like that.
Yes, I'm going to interview Miss Pamela Steele.
Oh, cool.
Um,
You're going to do that?
you and I
Good.
are going to set up a time and a date, not a time, a date. And then I'll be planning some others.
Awesome.
Definitely.
That must be why I thought of that, was because you had mentioned to me that you were going
I
to
did.
interview
Yeah.
Pamela, but I completely forgot. So that was my subconscious
Yep.
doing that. That is really cool. I love the subconscious. I'm into hypnotherapy and everything. So, hypnosis and NLP. So that, you know, but I just wanted to say real quick, if there's anybody watching us on YouTube or coming into the channel, later on, we'll answer some questions. So, if you want like a general reading or something, just type in, can I get a message from the universe? Something like that. If you have a specific question, type it into the chat. Remember, the phone lines are not working, so type it into the chat, and we take them in the order that they come in. And by the way, you guys can help us out on YouTube where it says chat, and that's where you type in. there is a smiley emoji. If you click on that, it opens the emojis, and you want to get the pink hand. And I'm gonna actually put that in right now, the pink hand, and put in your question. So yeah, if you guys can do the hand, that lets us know that it's a question. So when we scroll through the chat, we see your questions. Oh, and don't put your question in multiple times. Don't spam the chat. Just put it in once, put the hand, put the question, and we'll take them in the order that they come in. And then if Dan and Ellie and Pamela and everybody in there can just let people know to put the hand. It's kind of new. It's a new thing we're doing, and it was suggested by, I can't remember, somebody suggested that, Michelle.
Was it Dan or was it Ellie? Or may have been Charlotte, actually.
It was a great idea. Yep. Oh, and Tarot by Pamela Steele. I forgot I haven't added her as a moderator yet. So guess what? I'm gonna add her as a moderator right now. There you go, Pamela. I'm adding you as a moderator. You are now a standard moderator. You might have to. Oh, no, actually,
He's blue.
she's blue already.
Yep,
Oh, she says she thinks it was Charlotte that made that suggestion with the big
I
hand.
do too. Yeah.
And it's pink, so you can see it right away. I love that. Uh,
Yeah.
and Ellie said Charlotte as well. Um, but yeah, last time I made people moderators, they had to like sign out and sign back into YouTube,
Ah,
or they had to like leave the live and come back to the live, but didn't have to this time. Pamela's got the wrench and the blue text and everything like that. Yep. Yep.
good. I like it.
So what drew you to the Lennies in the first place?
Well, there was this guy I know,
Mm-hmm.
really, really great guy. And he was telling me, you should check out these Lennies. And I'm like, huh? I have a deck of those. I just thought they were oracles and I never really looked at them. And
Oh.
and so I checked out the Lennies and I really liked them. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just want to tell that guy thank you. So thank you, Dax.
Was
Because
it me?
it
I
was
thought it
you.
was, I didn't
It
think it was me.
it was you.
Mm,
I had gotten a few decks. I had not had
mm,
a chance to really go through them. And we had talked about it because I had used it for the first time. And you were like, wait, that's a Lenny deck.
mm.
And I went, okay. So you got me into it.
Dan's like, should I be jealous? Yes. Yes, you should.
Yes, totally. Yes,
Oh,
it's
it's just
crashing
dashing
down.
Dax, Dan said. No one's ever said that. Dashing Dax. I kind of like that one.
I do too. I
I
like
also
it.
like the one that you made up, the Daxamillion. No one ever,
Daxamillion.
no one ever said that either. I love that. That is so cool.
Yes, Daxamillion. That's my name for you.
So now the deck that you like the most and I like the most that's Lenormand is Ciro Marchetti's, and
Ciro Marchetti.
it's the Gilded Reverie. I plan on getting that deck. I
It's a beautiful deck.
Yeah, but I have to learn them on and everything like that. Now, traditionally, there's 36 cards in most Lenny decks, but you were telling me is it 44 in the Ciro Marchetti deck?
There are 44 cards in the Ciro Marchetti deck. Yes.
Hang on a
he
sec. I'm gonna find my. Hold on. I gotta find this thing here. Hold on a second. I found it. I found it. Look,
is.
there it is. And so we actually have a URL for it. And let me see if I can type that in the chat. HTTPS. So it's psychic.cafe/gilded, Gilded. Reverie is REVE. Reverie. There it is. Reverie. There we go. Let me see if that works. I'm going to click on it in the chat here. Oh, look at that. It takes you right to the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. It's the expanded edition. Came out in 2017. So how many are in that again?
44.
That's what I thought. 44. Yeah. And I actually like that idea. I think if I was going to do a Lenny deck, or even an Oracle deck, I would have a lot more cards in it, because this is the thing. A lot of Oracle decks are like 44 or less cards. And I don't know. I just think see, that's why I like the tarot. It's 78 cards. It really covers all the life experiences, big things as well as all the
Yes.
mundane daily things like in the minor arcana. But Oracle decks, I just don't think the way I read, I don't see how I can, do a reading properly with just that many cards. I don't know. I haven't really tried it much, but um I think there's more life circumstances, and so therefore you need more cards. But that's just me.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go on a journey
Yes.
through the Lenormand, and it's going to be Ciro Marchetti's deck because we're going to look at the extra ones as well. So
Oh,
anytime you want to start, should I do you on the full screen so we can see the images, I guess?
however you want to do it is fine with me. All right.
Dan says, I think the Lennies should be 39 cards.
Mm,
That's an odd number. You know
that
what?
is.
By the way, I'm very shocked because we're talking Dan here. So I thought it would be his favorite number. He would have said 69 cards. 69.
Right.
Man. 69. Yes.
Uh, poor Dan.
We love abusing him, but oh my God, he's done so much for us in the channel and, got our subscribers up and our watch time. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? Before you go into the cards, real quick, because that came up, we haven't checked that in a while. Let's,
No.
I know there's 529 subscribers. We have 675 videos on this channel, folks. Let me go to the studio and then I can click on monetize and see where we're at. Okay, so we are at 2,143 public watch hours in the last 365 days. So we
Nice.
almost hit 3,000. 3,000. So we're more than 2/3 of the way there, and we have the 500 subscribers. We're at 529. Another prerequisite is you have to have uploaded 3 videos in the last 90 days, which we've done.
Mm-hmm.
So we are almost there. That is just so cool.
Yay. Oh, how exciting.
Yes. Oh, and Dan's letting everybody know. Remember to put the hand if you want to ask a question. That way we can find them. Melissa put her question in, but she came into the chat after I
Right.
told everybody about doing the hand and all. Okay, no problem. Melissa, we'll get to your question, but we're doing a topic right now. Um we're going to take a journey through the Lenormand deck and look at all the cards. Take it away, Michelle.
Okay. So we're going to look at the very first card, number 1. And this is the Rider card. And the Rider card is a positive card that is representing energy and passion. It talks about news coming in. Um, this card is about a messengers coming in, and it's about This is a short timing card. So if if you get this card, it's saying something's coming in and it's coming in a very short time. The second card is the Clover. And this card is the luck card. This is also a positive card. This is small joys. This is opportunities, lightheartedness. This also is a short time card for its timing.
Oh, okay.
And so cards have a timing to them, most of them.
How do you
Um,
know? Do you know by looking at the card?
um,
It doesn't have like anything on the card that indicates that you have
no,
studied the cards.
it's through studying, yeah. Studying, memorizing, getting to know the cards. Once you really get into it, you kind of learn which cards are positive, which cards are neutral, which cards bring in a shorter time, a longer time. Um, like the travel card, for instance. you
Yeah.
know this is the ship. We know it's about traveling, and we know that going over seas is more of a long time. So this is a long time card. And so if
Oh,
you're expecting news, it's going to take a while.
and it's interesting because it's a ship, but it's flying in the air. So
Yes.
so that could be like travel over water like in a boat, or it could be travel,
Hmm.
air travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, from your other Lenormand decks that depict the boat, or the ship rather, is the ship usually like in water? It's not usually flying in the sky like Ciro did it. I'm just
And
curious.
of course, it's not in order. Here we go. Now this one is in the water.
Yeah, I would think that traditionally they're probably all in the water like that.
Hmm. And this is the old style, Lenormand.
Yeah, that's a great deck. I've seen you use that one.
I like this one because it's really just simple and down to earth. And then I also have this one, which is
Oh,
also,
I
yeah,
like that because it's more modern. Actually, it looks like the Titanic.
it does. Yes.
So you could add additional contemporary meanings to it beyond what the ship normally is. It could also be like almost like the tower, like a tower card experience in tarot. It's like,
Right.
oh, you got the Titanic.
It does look like the Titanic. uh, okay, so the fourth card is the house. The house is also a positive card. This is about home, safety, comfort. This is where you feel, you know, this is where tradition comes in. This is where you go to get your privacy to reset. And this is permanency. This timing is permanent. So if you get this card, there's something permanent coming up. You want to set some boundaries or root. And of course, you want to read them all together as they grow. But then we have the tree, and this is a neutral card. This is health, family, leaving a legacy. And I love this card. I love that it has the
What is
oh
it?
my brain just stopped there for a
Um,
minute. The right in
oh,
the
the
middle,
Tree of Life.
yes, the tree of life with the
It's from the Kabbalah.
that, thank you, the Kabbalah. That's what I was trying to spit out. Okay, then we have the clouds. And this card is about confusion, problems. This is the negative card. This is about doubts and hidden secrets. And this timing card is a fall. This would be your autumn card. Fall, autumn. And I love this card. This is the snake. It makes me think of Adam and Eve. I don't know why. I think it's the same picture.
I
And
get that.
obviously,
I get that reference. Yeah, it makes sense.
right? And it's
Also,
the
also seven's the highest spiritual number in numerology, and it makes sense that it would be connected with all that.
right. And this depicts the sly, the selfishness, lies and deceits. And this is, when this card comes up, this is a planned event. This is not a timed card like,
Oh,
this is not spring or summer or a short time. This is someone's planned something card.
yes, and the snake is almost shaped into a laminesque, like an eight,
Eight,
the
yeah, figure
infinity
eight.
symbol, infinity symbol.
Right.
The other thing is, I know, people think of the uh more modern idea of serpents, with the Adam and Eve story, and lies and deceit and all that kind of thing. But originally, and in a lot of cultures, the serpent and snakes represent wisdom. So I guess
Mhm.
you could use that meaning for the card too, depending on the circumstances.
Well, and a couple other meanings to this card is, think twice before acting and to keep a clear head. So there are some positive, good advice from this card.
Oh, and in chat, Pamela Steele just said snakes also reinvent themselves when they grow and shed their skin.
That's true.
That's a clever
Ooh,
meaning. I like that.
ooh, reinvent yourself. I like this. This could actually mm, coexist with the death card. I could see that. Reinventing themselves, death and rebirth.
Transition.
That's it. Transition.
Death card, ten of swords, uh the other thing I was thinking of, I'm wondering if when people teach Lenormand and you read books on Lenormand and you take courses and stuff like that, when they talk about that particular card, I wonder if they come up with any of those meanings. And if not, I'm just going to say, when you do your course and book, uh you've got
Yeah.
additional stuff now that you can put in there over the
Yeah.
traditional meanings.
Oh, yes. Ooh. See, our book is going to be great because you're going to have your name in there, and I'm getting great information from Pamela, so her name is going in there. See, we got this. Okay, number 8, the coffin. Here's the other one that is a negative card, and this is about loss, endings, grief, mourning, sadness. This is a forever card.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a three of swords in tarot or something. But
Right.
uh and the coffin is one of the few Lenormand cards that, before you started doing readings on the show with the Lennies, through the decades, that you know that was one of the few cards that I had actually seen. And but I like how Ciro did it with kind of like a Egyptian sarcophagus versus a coffin,
Mhm.
traditional coffin.
Right. Yes, and I do believe that that is Anubis in there. At least it looks like Anubis, the Egyptian god, one of the Egyptian gods.
Yeah, I believe that is Anubis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then number 9 is bouquet. This is a positive card. This is gift, flattery, appreciation, social life, and it also represents springtime. Okay, I love this card. This is okay. I've heard it's called Scythe. I've heard it called Scythe. I whatever. Um, this card is a negative card, and it's to cut out. It's this is a card saying stop making hasty decisions. Um, it's warning of possible danger. It's telling you things are happening quick and suddenly.
Right. I always said scythe.
Yeah, scythe. That's what I thought. And then we have number 11, which is the whip. And this card is saying cut things out of your life. There's battles, there's conflicts, there's opposition, there's possible discussions, repetition. Things are happening in a very short time. And now is the time to cut things out of your life.
Indiana Jones card.
Yes. Oh, I like it. Okay. Ciro Ciro. I say his name so often I get tongue tied. So he has 2 bird cards
Oh, okay.
in his deck. So we're going to look inside of his little booklet because he says that the normal bird card, which is this one, okay, this is a neutral card and it's about communication. It's talking about small groups. It's talking about gossip, um, spreading news quickly, a little bit of anxiety going on. Things are on a temporary basis. But the owls also can talk about communication. And I was looking in his book, and it's actually exactly what I thought it was, which is that they don't have that frivolous nature. They're more, these birds are more about wisdom because owls are more calm. And as he says,
Yeah.
owls may be sharing their wisdom or urging you to listen to what your elders or learned friends may have to say. So he does have 2
Oh.
bird cards, and the one is talking about the normal gossiping and chattering and
Yeah.
small groups. And this one is saying, listen to the older, the wiser. So, yeah, he has 2 bird cards, and I just find that
Yeah, that
absolutely beautiful.
it makes a lot of sense. We
Mhm.
know that the owl is a symbol for wisdom. It always has been, just like the snake is. We were just talking about, but
Right.
in I don't know. It's intellectual and yeah, it's like a gathering of small birds. You could see that as a clique and the gossiping and stuff. And you can see how the owl wouldn't be engaged in that. They tend to be more solitary.
Mhm. They have that quietness to them.
God, I feel like I'm learning Lenormand already. How many
Right?
how many cards have we gone through? What's the next
12.
what's the next one?
Okay, number 13, the child. Okay, the child is a positive card. This one does not mean you're going to have a child.
Oh, okay.
This is about new beginnings. It could mean that there's a child on the way, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It talks about innocence, immaturity, inexperience. It talks about playing, being, living the life of a child, or seeing things through the eyes of innocence. And this also is a temporary card, and things will happen soon, but they won't stay that way forever.
Oh, right away I think of the Jesus quote, unless you become as children, you will not enter the kingdom.
Exactly. Yes. And then we have the fox. Now, in all my studies, I have found the fox to be a negative card. However, I see him as a very neutral card, because
Oh,
even
right. Yeah.
even though he can be sly, and even though he can be cunning and selfish and full of trickery, the fox is very smart and family oriented, and it's full of
Mm.
self-care. So
You know, I can see I can see that how it would be more neutral. Yeah, I don't see the negative. I mean, I understand some of the attributes could be, but not overall really. And by the way, that's another one of the, like I said, there was few cards that I actually knew. I knew the fox and the coffin. And there was
right.
one or two other ones. The bird, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I love the fox. It just, yeah, I get more of a neutral from that card. And then there's the bear. The bear is all about strength and power and leadership, and he's authority, and don't mess with him because he's got influence that you don't know about, and he'll take a long time. But he is a positive card. And then we have the stars, number 16. Another positive card. It is very similar to the tarot. It's hopes and dreams, spirituality, inspiration. Um,
Yeah.
this does, they say this one is about night and winter, but I don't feel that from this card.
Mm.
I feel night, but not so much winter, because
No, no. In fact, the coloring that Ciro uses is more optimistic. There's a lot of
mhm,
yellows in there, gold, and I'm seeing summer in my head, not
yep,
winter. And I was
exactly.
born on the 16th. My birthday's coming up, June 16th.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes. And so that would be my card, 16, and it makes sense. The star card is perfect for that.
Yep. Okay, number 17, the stork. This is not also another card that does not mean you're pregnant. If any card means you're pregnant, it would be the child, not the stork.
But you know some people are going to take it that way.
Yes. This is about movement and change and new cycle and transition. And yes, fertility, but it is also a long lasting card. And it's a neutral card, which I find weird because I feel more of a positivity from this card. But that's me, and I got to go through my cards and, change what I feel is more accurate with this deck. And then
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
the dog.
Oh, the dog's another one that I remember knowing about.
and he's positive, and it's about loyalty, family, a best friend, support. It's also a long lasting.
Mm.
And then the Tower card.
Oh, wow. Is that like in tarot with the tower card?
Actually, it is more of this is a neutral card. And
Oh,
this is about government and authority. This is your ego. This is solitude, and this represent delays. So it's quite different than the other Tower card. And number 20 is the Garden. And number 20 is about public affairs, social meeting place. Um, let's see, culture, uh, fame, social networking, getting together, having a meeting. Yeah, this one is all about meeting up.
awesome.
And that's a neutral card.
Oh, hey, Michelle, now that we're at number 20, let's break for a second. I got
Yeah.
some announcements, things coming up, and I did want to mention we only have like 15 minutes or
Mm.
so left. So we got to speed things up.
Okay.
Just so you know, because we do have to keep it right to the my clock just turned 11:44. The two master numbers, the master
Yeah.
illuminator 11 and the master manifester 44. That's so
44.
cool. 11:44, yes, because I have appointment and
Yep.
at this afternoon have appointments, and so got to get out of here in the next 15 minutes. So
Should we do the rest next Saturday?
I don't do you want to do that? Yeah, we could do that.
We could do that.
Ooh, cliffhanger. Everybody, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
come back next Saturday. We're gonna go through uh the other 16. Well, actually more than that because there's 44, so the other 24, but uh you already did like one of the doubles, which is the
Hmm.
bird. Yeah. So hey, that's a great idea. We could do the other half next
I
Saturday.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, it'll give you time to grab Ciro Marchetti's Lenormand deck. Yes. Just open a tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe/Gilded Reverie, and you'll be able to grab that. As actually, let me see if I can grab the link again and pop it in the chat for everybody. Oh, shoot. That didn't work. Okay, that's not working. I grabbed it, okay, but then it put all this weird gobbledygook. So we don't want to do that. Let's see if I can just copy and get all that garbage that it adds on, get rid of that. There we go. Popped it in chat. Okay, so it's psychic.cafe/Gilded Reverie. Yes. And hey, it's Memorial Day weekend here in the United
Woo-hoo.
States. It's going to be Memorial Day on Monday. You know, it's always seemed weird to me, Michelle, how people go, "Hey, happy Memorial Day." It's like, wait a minute.
Right?
It's not the 4th of July. We're supposed to be memorializing, remembering those that have passed, especially those we've lost through conflict, our veterans and so forth. Um,
Right.
and so I just can't bring myself to say happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
I just go, oh, it's Memorial Day, anyway. But there's half off my readings and 75% off our membership. It's a lifetime membership in the Tarot Guild, so no recurring fees. Okay, so unlike the annual or the monthly, you're paid up for life. You get free certification, and then if you are just learning tarot and numerology, you get my tarot and numerology course free. That saves you $297. And all of our workshops, live Q&As, panel discussions all year long. You also get, we don't mention it enough, but you get your own custom page and custom URL on psychic.cafe, our new website, and a whole lot more benefits. So if you put in your browser psychic.cafe/memorial, it'll take you over to that. Instead of $297, it's one payment of $78 or two payments of $39. We're making it, super easy. And by the way, the lifetime membership is going away after the sale. Yes, the end of May. We stretched it all the way to June, and it's going away now. So I'm going to put this in the chat for everybody. There we go. Psychic.cafe/memorial to get in on the Memorial Day sale. And my readings are $49.99. You save $50. It's half off, normally $99.99. So you could do a session with me, life coaching and tarot and numerology. I do your whole numerology chart, and it's just $49.99 right now. So go check out our Memorial Day sale. And hey, join us on Psychic Cafe. If you forget the URL, don't worry about it. Just go to the website, www.psychic.cafe, and you'll see this banner. You'll see the post for this is pinned to the top of the community feed. Just click on the banner and it describes everything in there. And there's a button to buy it for $78. And right below that is a link if you want to do the two payments of $39. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see my 50% off readings as well. Yay. And you can go over and grab us a cup of coffee at psychic.cafe/coffee. It's our tip jar. If you love our shows, love hanging out with us, you're learning something, you're getting something out of what we're doing here, go over to psychic.cafe/coffee and grab us a cup of coffee. Also, if you grab us a cup of coffee and you are going to be calling in to the show, or you have a question in chat, our next live show isn't until Wednesday. We'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, you can send us a cup of coffee, and then on Wednesday in the chat, just type in, hey, I grabbed you a cup of coffee on Saturday, and we will take your call or your question first. No waiting. We'll drop whatever we're doing. We'll go right to your question or call, and we'll spend more time with you as well. Yes. So tomorrow, no show, but it is our every other week, so to speak, Zoom discussion and Q&A, Michelle.
Yes.
Second and fourth Sunday, yes. So we didn't have a one on the second Sunday because it was Mother's Day, but we're going to have
Mhm.
tomorrow, the 26th. This is your opportunity to basically ask anything you want about the Tarot Guild, about the Psychic Cafe
Mhm.
platform website, uh, Psychic Talk Radio, becoming a host on the network, becoming a certified tarot reader, a certified psychic advisor, setting up your business on Psychic Cafe, or general questions about tarot, numerology. You can ask us all those things on these shows, but this is a more private setting. We can spend more time on each question. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Now you can come in a little early because I usually have at least 20 minutes to a half hour ahead of time, I have the Zoom already running. So if you want to pop in early and do a meet and greet, pop in 10, 15, 20 minutes early before the start time of 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. By the way, that's 9 p.m. London. And all you need is this URL right here, psychic.cafe/Zoom. when we do these live discussions and live Q&As on the second and fourth Sundays, all you have to do is on that Sunday at the time the meeting's supposed to start, just type in psychic.cafe/Zoom and it'll take you right in there. And then Monday's Memorial Day. So we're not going to be doing a show on Memorial Day Monday. Tuesdays we take off anyway on the network currently. And then our next live show is going to be in the evening on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, which is what, June 29th?
Yeah.
And you're going to be
No,
sorry, May 29th.
May 29th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, because I looked at the calendar and I said 29 and I just thought June. I don't know why, but because we're
Because we
almost,
were talking about it.
yeah, and we're almost there. It's
Yes.
almost, yeah, yeah. So Michelle will be my guest co-host on our Psychic Cafe show, and that'll be Wednesday. Hopefully the phone lines will be working.
Uh,
And it's 6:30 p.m. San Diego time, 9:30 p.m. New York time. So 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And all you need for all of our shows is just to go to psychic.cafe/live. It'll take you right into the YouTube live, and you can join us in the chat and hopefully call into the show. Hopefully we'll be able to do that.
right.
Yes. And then the next day, Thursday, Ellie's going to be my guest co-host. And then the Thursday after that, I think that's when she's going to the baseball game with her boyfriend. And
Uh,
so I don't know what I'm doing Thursday, whether I'm doing it solo or if I can, get some of you guys to pop on with me or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Compassionate Light's back now. Catherine's not doing the live shows yet on Fridays, but she's putting out her pre-recorded episodes from her series of shows, Soul, which was supposed to air in April, but she was sick and different things happened with her family and the kids. And plus then they had the, spring break and they were traveling to Florida. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah.
she's pre-recording those Soul shows. And the first one came out. It's available on the Compassionate Light group. Just go over to it's here on, obviously, on the YouTube channel, but you can go over to the website Psychic Cafe and click on groups, click on Compassionate Light, the Compassionate Light group, and you'll find it right there. And if you scroll through the community feed, it's not too far down, right there on the front page of the website.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this video that she did is Soul and Your Purpose. It's really, really cool. And she started a new group on there as well, and it's for channeling sessions that she's going to be starting in June. By the way, the book club too
Yes.
has also starting up in June. So we got the book club, there's a book club group, and the first book that they're doing virtual meeting is on The Power of Now. And then the other group that she just created yesterday, Transformational Channeling. It's psychic.cafe/transformational channeling. And I'm going to put these in the chat for everybody right now. Let's see if I can grab these and put them in for everybody so you guys can join these groups and get in on all the good stuff that the fabulous Catherine Hahn is doing. Hopefully she'll have her next video out. I think there's 2 more maybe.
Oh, good.
So she's going to have a couple more of those soul ones out, I think, this week. And then she's going to start on the next series of shows, which is she's doing Mind, Body, Soul. And so the first one I think was Body, and then now Soul. I think the next series is Mind that she's going to be doing. Really
Wow.
cool.
Okay.
Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. That is way cool.
And then of course the next Michelle's Mystic Corner,
Yay.
we got to mention that, right?
Oh, yes.
So that's going to be June 8th, 2 weeks from today.
Yes.
Okay. And
Let's see here.
do you know what the topic's going to be? Don't have a topic.
Well,
Oh, it might be the interview. Or no,
it
is
might, well, if I can get Pamela Steele on, it will be an interview with her. If not, we'll work on discussing her and then get her on the next one.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there you go. Everything coming up on the network, the Tarot Guild, um, Psychic Cafe. Don't forget to check out the sale. And by the way, if you want to contact us in between shows, here's our URLs: psychic.cafe/Michelle, and you can book sessions with her there. She also does numerology charts. And if you just want to chat with her, maybe you have an idea for these shows, Mystic Corner.
Absolutely.
There's mine, psychic.cafe/Dax. Now, I already said you can book a session there, but like I already said, the best thing to do is to go to the sale page, to the psychic.cafe/memorial and scroll down, because you'll get my sessions half off. If you want to grab us a cup of coffee there, and actually, let me put in the psychic.cafe memorial so you guys can see. That's the URL right there. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And then Gilded Reverie book club is the one to join the upcoming book club in June. Also in June, the transformational channeling sessions are going to start. I think Catherine said they're going to be on Mondays. Psychic.cafe/transformational channeling. There you go, guys. That's all the links and everything like that. And we got to get out of here. Questions in chat. We had
Two, one from Pam Bear and one from Daisha.
oh no, I also had the Melissa one. Do
Oh, that's right.
you see me and Clyde moving this year, and what do you see happening with Clyde? I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm getting a ton of court cards, queens, knights. There just seems to be a lot going on here. I don't know if there's going to be additional fellows. The Four of Pentacles shows up. Are you holding on too tight in a particular situation? I think what's going on, when I ask it as a yes no, I get 4 no's on that. This is the only yes. All these court cards I'm getting are all no's. I don't know that you're going to be moving this year. That's not what's coming up here. Did you pull cards for one of the other ones there?
I did. I pulled for Pam Bear.
Pam Bear.
You said, "Do you see anything good coming my way?" Well, what I got here is I got the mail.
Oh, Daisha asked that exact same question.
Oh, I got the man and I got the birds. Okay. And then I also got the choices card. So there is a man coming in with some very wise words or
Ooh, baby.
ideas, and you need to make some choices about what he has to offer. Don't just go, just because he's there doesn't mean it's going to be all roses, and but whatever he has bringing with him, that's what you need to pay attention to, because that's what you have to make a decision on. And
Mm.
it's saying to make a wise decision before you go before you go jumping into any kind of a relationship. Make a wise decision. Let's see if I can do this here. Make a wise decision. Use your intuition, use your knowledge, use all the resources you have about what this gentleman is bringing in for you, because he's got some information for you.
Mm. And Daisha asked the same question. Do you see any good coming my way? Same thing. Guy showing up. Look, King,
Yep.
King of Wands. It's that fiery energy. Okay, so this guy's really passionate. Might be, I don't know, might be an Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius. And so
Interesting.
I don't know if you're married or if you are have a boyfriend or you're dating somebody or what, Daisha, but uh I think this is someone new coming in. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just gonna, you have the opportunity to open the whole world to you right now, Daisha. This is what's going on. 8 of Swords. 8 is abundance in numerology. The abundance is ready to flow, but you are overthinking things. Look at all those swords. You are surrounded by thoughts and ideas. Swords are thoughts and ideas. And you're blindfolded and you've got the bonds wrapped around your body there. Look at that. I mean, she could just wriggle her way and like those wrappings would just drop off her and then she could reach up and pull the blindfold off, right? So, it's almost like you're putting yourself into this position and you can see the way through and, get to abundance and literally the whole world, um get rid of the stinking thinking. Stop overthinking things. Oh my god, we got through all the readings in like record 3 minutes.
Yeah, we did. And thank you, Pam Bear. I appreciate it.
Yes, yes, because we got to get out of here. I got to go over to the post and do some work for the Legion. Got my Legion cap on. See,
Yep. There it is.
Arizona American Legion.
Nice.
Post 36.
Judge advocate. Woohoo.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. And Dacia says that resonates.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
I hope
Yes.
that helped you out, Dacia. And of course, we will be here for the bi-monthly discussion and live Q&A tomorrow. So
Yep.
everybody join us 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Remember, it is, and I can pop the link up there so you guys can see what it is right here. Psychic.cafe/Zoom will get you there. And then, Michelle, you and I will be back on Wednesday. We'll see you
We
guys
will.
here on
Yes.
air on Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll have the radio show and the phone lines and everything, the simulcast going. Blog Talk crapped out on us. And, it's weird. It's been working all week. And the last time it crapped out on us was last Saturday.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't work on Saturdays. What the heck?
It doesn't have enough coffee on Saturdays.
Strange, strange. Dan says blessings to you all and see you next time. So we'll be back
Yep.
on Wednesday, everybody. See you then.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.